So, as you probably remember, the paintwork on William, not only is it not very nice blue, it's also not very well applied. So I'd like to get this blue off, ideally without damaging the green underneath. But potentially I could just repaint it completely. So I've seen a video recently where somebody uses Dettol as a sort of a quite sensitive, sort of not too aggressive, sort of a mild paint stripper. So what I'm going to do actually is take the dome off, and then try it, soak it in some Dettol and see if it just removes the blue. That would be the ideal situation. But if it takes everything off, that's no big deal. That does actually make it easier than perhaps rubbing down. So we'll give it a go, see how we get on. Luckily it's quite easy to take the dome off. It's just a single screw. So I'll pop him off. And there you go. So you can see the original colour there. So we've got the dome, and I shall soak it in some Dettol and see if that works. So here we are. So this is what I'm using. It's normally just used for cleaning. It's an antiseptic surface cleaner, but apparently it's very good for paint stripping. So I've popped the dome in here. I shall cover it, and then I'll just use a paintbrush just to agitate it a bit, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I think I'll just put a tiny bit in for now. So he actually sort of soaked this overnight. He was using it to clean up Hornby rolling stock, which had been sort of badly repainted. It's not doing anything at the moment, so I think we'll cover it up and give it a good soak for an hour or two and see what happens. I mean, the nice thing with this is that you can touch it with your fingers. It's not too aggressive. And, what I will do is I'll leave a link to the YouTube channel that I saw this on. Yeah, I think that will need to soak, so we'll let it soak in. I may as well fill up this container. I mean, you can reuse it, so it's, you know, I'll just completely cover it, and we'll see how we get on. So what I'll do is I'll leave that soak for an hour and just see what happens. It might be an overnight jobby though, but I say you can put your fingers in it. It just feels a little bit soapy, so it doesn't feel too bad. So I've left this to soak for 1 hour, and I'm not sure if you can see that. But the paint is coming off quite easily. It's all wrinkled up. It looks like it's just the blue paint. So it does appear to be working quite well. So I'll give that a bit more of a brush, and we'll see. Black doesn't seem to be touched. I think the paint wasn't in great condition on this anyway. It's the sort of thing that you tend to drop. So I'll give that a bit more of a brush. So I've just given this a quick brush over and a rinse in cold water, and you can see a very large amount of the paint is now gone. The blue paint, that is. I don't think it's actually damaged the paint underneath actually, so maybe that's a different type of paint. But I'm quite pleased with that actually. That's literally been soaking for 1 hour, and I would say 90% of that blue paint has come off. So what's left is still quite firmly attached. So I think I'll soak it for another half an hour or so, and we'll see where we get on. The other thing I have noticed actually is this is quite an old paintbrush. As you can see, it's you know, it's got a fair amount of paint on the bristles, and now as I shake that off, you can see that old paint is actually coming out of the paintbrush. So as well as being a paint stripper, actually it's quite good as a paintbrush renovator as well. So, you know, if you've got a decent quality brush, I mean, this is a Harris paintbrush, so not cheap and nasty, that's gone a bit stiff, you might be able to renovate it with good old Dettol. So this is after 1.5 hours, and you can see it is furring up a bit. Some of it's coming off, so might need a bit more of a soak. But it doesn't seem to be attacking the black paint weirdly. So it's obviously attacks different paints in different ways. Let's have a quick look at the ingredients. So it's got a bit of IPA and caustic soda, so I think it's probably the caustic soda that's actually doing the paint stripping, perhaps with the IPA as well, softening things up. So it certainly is working, and it's not a fast reaction. So I think that was already like that. So I can remember it being quite. I'm afraid it's probably been dropped a few times. So yeah, it's definitely worth considering. This, I mean, I bought it at the chemist, so it's 750ml. That cost me £3.99. Obviously, I can filter off the paint and reuse it, the particles that are sunk to the bottom. So I'll probably reuse it quite a few times. So it's not stupidly expensive. Yeah, so perhaps worth considering if you've got something that's a bit more delicate that you need to remove paint off. Doesn't attack. It's very safe for plastics apparently. So, you know, for like plastic models and things that perhaps have been badly painted, you can sort of recover them. So I should probably leave this here. I'm sort of impressed enough to see if I can perhaps try it on the rest of the bodywork. I'll need to figure. Obviously, I won't be able to completely immerse the rest of the bodywork, so I'll have a look, see if I can perhaps remove it and then put it in a shallow tray. Sort of do one side at a time, maybe. So we'll look into that anyway. But just thought you might find it useful. And I say it has. I think if you soaked your brushes in it, it would renovate brushes quite well as well. So that's another useful use for it. Yeah, anyway, hope you find that interesting. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.